Bonjour, I'm Pierre from French Moments, and in this video I'll take you for a short walk in the old village of Maubec in Provence. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really supports the channel and helps us bring more amazing content to you. Also, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. The starting point of our Maubec tour is at the Salle des Fêtes car park. Let's head towards the church, walking along the Grande Rue and past the cemetery wall. There are several districts in Maubec. The commune brings together nearly 2,000 residents, most of whom live in the plains. To the southwest of the commune, the old village of Maubec sits atop a long hill stretching parallel to the Luberon. It's a tiny village, and you'll see that the visit won't take long. However, it will still be very interesting. Here you will find a 17th century church, a beautiful belfry, old houses, and if you look closely, some remnants of the ancient fortifications. To the right is the 18th century Baroque church. In 1745, the church of the old village had to be closed to worship because lack of maintenance had made it dangerous. After fierce discussions, the new church was built and consecrated in 1753. We ascend to the old village via the Rue de l'Église. This provides an opportunity to discover charming old houses with blue shutters and old doors beautifully weathered by time. The old village is divided into two parts by the belfry. The Rue de l'Église, which we follow, is part of the Bourgeois district. To the west of the belfry lies the Lord's domain, complete with the castle. Here's the belfry, the symbol of the old village. Constructed in the 18th century, it was an integral part of the old town hall. Its bell, referred to as the tocsin in the Middle Ages, would ring the alarm to warn of a severe event like a fire or an external threat, but also to announce festivities. Particularly distinctive about this belfry is the statue of the Virgin that tops it, watching over the inhabitants of Maubec. Let's descend a few meters down the Rue des Pompes to glimpse the southern facade of the castle. Before us stands the Petit Luberon mountain, sprinkled with rocks that seem randomly tossed by giant hands. Here's the castle with its Gothic balcony and Renaissance windows. The neo-Renaissance style castle was built in the 1960s by a lover of this architectural style. He even added gigantic gargoyles worthy of Notre Dame of Paris. I've taken photos of them and you can see them on the blog in my dedicated discovery article about Maubec. We're now walking past the Belfry and the Old Town Hall again. Here's l'Allée, which follows the old ramparts. We will descend via the Rue de la Calade. This charming, picturesque little street allows us to reach the Chemin du Puy. And here we are outside the old village. We will head back to the Salle des Fêtes car park, enjoying uninterrupted views of the village and walking along the lavender fields. The old village was gradually deserted, and it was especially from the mid-19th century that the phenomenon of rural exodus intensified. This led to the progressive abandonment of the old village and the creation of factories and houses on the plain. The houses were abandoned and their roofs collapsed in on themselves. It was decided to sell them in the early 1960s for restoration. Thus, the houses between the Belfry and the old castle are modern. The houses of the bourgeois district on the east side of the Belfry are more faithful witnesses to the past. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've been to Maubec and this part of the Luberon, I'd love to hear about your visit. Drop a comment below and tell us what you loved about it. We've reached the end of our stroll in Maubec. Thank you for watching this video. It was a real pleasure to bring you along on my short discovery walk in the village of Maubec in Provence. I'll see you soon for other adventures. À bientôt!